They arrived in America with one objective: getting Anne Sacoolas, the suspect in the tragic death of their teenage son, back on British soil. 7 weeks ago, Harry Dunn was fatally injured in a road collision near his home in England. This family have had to put grief to one side to seek justice. Sacoolas, the wife of a US diplomat, was interviewed twice by British police. They say she cooperated, but then left the UK about 3 weeks following the accident, protected under diplomatic immunity. Police say they are still investigating and expect to submit a case file to prosecutors. This week, she broke her silence in a statement via her attorney. She admitted fault. Anne was driving on the wrong side of the road and is terribly, terribly sorry for that tragic mistake. Harry's parents, Charlotte Charles and Tim Dunn, were invited to the White House Tuesday, along with their family spokesperson Rad Seeger, hoping President Trump would intervene. It was a meeting that took an unexpected turn. Sacoolas was in the next door room.
We are still more than willing to meet her, but we made it very clear that that needs to be on our terms, on UK soil, when she has faced our justice system.
Next morning, reflecting on the White House meeting, Seeger says the family felt ambushed. And given the bank of photographers present, they say it appeared to be a choreographed press call.
That did take us by surprise because we had resolved that that's not something we were prepared to do at this moment. This family still is emotionally shut down, and that, as you can all imagine, was potentially a difficult meeting.
The president described the meeting differently.
My meeting with the family was really it was beautiful in a certain way. They did not want to meet with the person in question, but we had a very good meeting. They're very nice people.
He expressed his condolences, but also empathized with the position of Sacoolas.
That happens in Europe. You go to Europe and the roads are opposite, and it's very tough. If you're from the United States, you do make that decision to make a right turn where you're supposed to make a left turn. The roads are opposite. And she said that's what happened. That happens to a lot of people, by the way.
In this case, a 19-year-old has died. Anna Stewart, CNN, London.
So I view the situation on the Turkish border with Syria to be, for the United States, strategically brilliant. Our soldiers are out of there. Our soldiers are totally safe. They've got to work it out. Maybe they can do it without fighting. Syria is protecting the Kurds. That's good. We are, and by the way, every player hates ISIS. Everybody we're talking about. Syria more than us. Russia more than us. They've done a big number on Russia. And we're over there fighting ISIS, but they're over there fighting ISIS too. They can handle it, and they should handle it. We can fight our own battles on our own territories. But you have a lot of countries over there that hate ISIS as much as we do. In some cases, probably more. So they can take care of ISIS. We have them captured. The United States captured them. Some were released just for effect, to make us look a little bit like, oh, gee, we got to get right back in there. But you have a lot of countries over there that have power and that hate ISIS very much as we do.
We were talking about Bernie Sanders earlier, and he had a strong night, people thought. He said that he's going to be having an event in Queens where he has a special guest, and CNN has learned, according to sources, that special guest is going to be Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She's the freshwoman phenom from that part of the country, that part of New York. She's going to be endorsing Bernie Sanders, and I'm also told sources say that Ilhan Omar and Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib, Congresswoman Omar, Congresswoman Tlaib from Minnesota and Michigan, respectively, also going to be endorsing Bernie Sanders. So even if he's not a headline out of this evening, he has some headlines coming.
It's an extension of what we see tonight, a debate about not only who is going to lead the party, but where is the party going to go? Which part of the party is going to lead the party into the 2020 election? They are more of the younger, fresher face, more aggressive, more liberal, less compromising. Let's talk about working with Republicans. And one of the questions for Bernie Sanders has been, in a very different race this time, can he find a lane to victory? There is no doubting his fundraising. There is no doubting the depth of his support across the country. But is it in the teens? Can he get into 20s? How do you win? That will certainly help him. But it will also, I think, Senator Klobuchar is coming in to join us now, have some of the other candidates say, wait a minute. Is this too far left? Is this too uncompromising? Is it too urban? Is it too internet? Does the Democratic Party need to find a broader audience? It is going to stoke the very debate we saw play out on the stage tonight.
We are a little over 3 months away from the Iowa caucuses, and your campaign is burning through a lot of cash. 4 of your rivals have more than you. Bernie Sanders has more than 3 times the amount you have in his bank account. Are you confident that you're going to have the resources if this primary carries all the way till June?
I am confident.
And are you changing anything operationally?
No, remember, we got started later than anybody at all in this campaign, number one. Number two, we did not start off by dropping $10 million from a Senate campaign, wherever that money was raised from, into a race. Number three, we've been in the process of having about a third of the time that many people have had, and we're doing fine. Our fundraising is building. We've raised a lot of money online, and we've raised money offline as well. So we feel confident we're going to be ready.